everyone. Welcome to Long Arm Wednesday. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, and we're very happy to see you here today. We're working on the live stream we did for a couple of weekends there, or for a couple of weeks on the Sundays. Many hours put on it, but loving it. It looks really, really good. We did a short version of it, did half the pattern. It's Tree Farm by Moda. And I showed you how to do a miter corner at the very end of the video. So if you're interested in watching it, it's like I said, it's the last live stream. And like I said, this gives you a good idea of what 6 gives you. So I thought I'd make a perfect little wall hanging, end of the bed, over the couch, whatever. Tuck a couple of grandkids under there and, you know, read them the Christmas story. So I have quilted this up twice, one for my mom and one for myself. And we're going to keep this one in the shop, and I think I may actually give the other one that we had to my sister. So, anyways, we're going to quilt it up, and I was trying to figure out how to do a different idea in the blue besides the swirls and the, you know, the pebble sort of thing. But it really does represent this kind of snow and the wintry weather of Christmas. But so I don't know. We'll figure out what I'm going to do there or with something different in the tree. But right now, I'm just going to add a little ribbon candy in the red. Sorry, or a little ribbon or whatever they call this one. Just take your time. 12 stitches per inch. Just super white thread. If you want, you can mark this out. You just want to make sure you're trying to be as consistent as possible, you know, between your upper loop and your lower loop. I kind of like the little bit of organicness. Not everyone is the same, so I don't always want to mark out my stuff. Just take your time. You know, don't forget to stop if you gotta, you know, switch position. Or if you're, you know, like there, just switch over, because I have to do all the way across on this red. Okay, and then just come back in. Okay, try and keep those loops consistent. There's a couple ones that are a little bit smaller there. So I want to get back on track and focus on making those loops in a similar manner to the one before. Okay, I'm going to stop that. Just move. And I'll do this all the way on the outside of the red. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. There's not very many more left till Christmas Day, so hopefully you're getting all your stuff done. I say not necessarily your shopping done, because, you know, homemade gifts are the best, right? So, I mean, that's up to you. Now, one of these years, my family will actually get a homemade gift. Keep working on everybody else's stuff. Actually, I keep saying to myself, in the summer, I got to start working on my stuff in the summer, so then I don't feel so stressed when it comes close. And I'm trying to get everybody else's and making sure they get themselves a Merry Christmas with their stuff that they want finished. You know, I've got all these fantastic, great ideas. So another way to make use of my scrappy rainbow quilts. It's going to be all off for Christmas gifts next year. At least by June or something like that, I'll be ahead of the game by a couple of quilts. They don't have to be huge. I think the red one's going to be a fair size. We were working on that one. That was on Sunday. That was a lot of fun, starting that off, the triangle scrappy quilt. Making use of a ruler I've had in the shop for a very long time and found very little use for it. So I thought, you know what a way to make it useful. Okay, I'll move it, and I'm just going to finish all the way. I started off right about there on that one, so I can do the long ways down here also with the ribbon candy, kind of work my way into the corner as I was getting there. But I'll just show you how I was filling this up, and then I'll end before I have to turn the corner. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Oops, what did I do with my snips? I know I had them. Hold on. Oh, there they are. Sorry. It's like, wait a second here. Where did they go? Actually, I probably should have showed you how to turn the corner. What a silly girl. Hold on, let's go back here. Let's rethink this thought, shall we? Okay. I guess there's many ways. It's up to you, you know. So you come in, you do your circle, and then you come around up there and do your circle, and then it's the same. There we go. And then you just work your way down the line. Okay. Well, now that I started this, I got to finish until we stop. Okay. So that's how we do that. Sorry, I don't know why I wasn't thinking that all the way through. I think because it's late. It's almost easier to do it side by side than it is for the up and down motion. I wonder if it's kind of like handwriting, because it's like a big L. And look at that. Just keep writing my name. L, L. This is my quilt. I'm making it my own. Okay, well, I'll leave right there because we're coming close to the bottom and I don't want to bang it. I don't like when my walt hits the bar. Makes me very upset. All right, so you can see how pretty that looks. A little ribbon, and of course that white stands out fantastic. I just want to make a special note to the winners. Well, the first and second prize winners. The first prize would be the tree skirt. We're still waiting back to hear from Jenny Graham. First prize. She's in Australia, so this should be fun shipping. We don't care. We just want to know her choice. So we're waiting back for a word from her. And Victoria Castman, she won second prize, which is the lap quilt, and we'll be sending that out to her shortly with a trackable postage, so we know where it is, how it's going to get there. So congratulations. Hopefully you really enjoy it, and I'd like to see where it ends up in your place. So listening and waiting for the winners to contact us. Okay, so I had an idea also with the tree. Following a very similar fashion is, I think I might have to roll it a little bit. Starting here, just kind of doing a loop and then making my way up each one, but it's almost like I have to come up and around. There we go. Have to come up and around to form that loop and there. And that's how filling those trees or the tree branches, I just want to make sure I can kind of get them both in and not... You know what I mean? Let me just crank that once or twice so we can get to the bottom of the tree. Okay. There we go. Love that cardinal fabric. Okay, I don't know what that was. A Facebook thingy-mabobber of some sort. Okay. So let's work on the tree. Okay. Lots of action going on. Okay, remember I said up and around. Oh, see, no. Okay, sorry about that, but I went in the wrong direction, so I wanted to pick out where I didn't want to go, because then that's not going to make me feel very happy about where my project. So I picked out from here I went this way instead, and I should have went this way. And I was like, I don't know what magical ride I was on, but let's just make sure there's any fluffies underneath here that we don't want there. Okay. All right. So picked out my little boo-boo. So I came up here and I went around, and then I want to go like up and then around, and then up and then around, and then up and then around. So that's what I was going for. For some reason I went straight across. Oh, whatever. It's okay. Lesson learned. Move on. Fix the boo-boo. There we go. So I just want to show. I did make a mistake, but that's okay. You know what? Stuff happens. Okay. So this may be, if I'm having, you know, this much of an issue, I've done this a couple of times or I hadn't done this before or whatever, and, you know, maybe a little chalk mark, you know, would be very beneficial. But once you get into the whole rhythm of it, it's all good. Get the boogie on, okay? So come up. Try and get right in there and around. And here, go up and around. Okay, and then just working that way into the tree. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. I'm sorry. I get so excited sometimes. Sometimes. All the time. Just would like to highlight some of these beautiful fabrics that we chose from our Scrappy collection and someone else's Scrappy collection that they shared. You know, and then when you come to the top, this is where you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you end it off. You can put a little curl in there, whatever. Come curl up underneath that little, you know, star. It's up to you. Then trace down a little bit. Do some tack stitches. As Pop says, double tap. Get some off you joke, I don't know. Okay, and let's do it again. So you can see, you know, I made a boo-boo, but I fixed it. It looks good. I like how the little swirly looks. And not every tree needs a star at the top, but, you know, why not? They're my trees. Go left to right, right to left, whatever makes you more comfortable. You know, this is easy to do on your domestic machine too. You know, just swirl. Get the swirl of it. You know what I mean? Get some moved. Little burl eyes going on. All right, so swing right out as far as you want to go. Try and include as much as you can of that bottom tree, because you're really also forming another tree with your stitches, okay? So I wanted to show you a couple things today. Why not? Because we can. I have to say the greens are some of my favorite blocks. I love green. Green's one of my favorite colors. And that's why I really think, you know, when we do the scrappy green quilt, it's going to be a king size. To be this big monstrosity. All right, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And just make sure you're following a couple of those little stitch lines, so you're just kind of locking it in, okay? And it gives a little extra depth if you're coming up here just for that star, okay? See, that looks pretty cool. So we've done some little ribbon candy here, and we stitched out the tree here. So let's just fill it in with a little bit of swirls and stuff. So let's see how that works. Maybe we'll echo the swirl a little bit, kind of like we did on the Shazammy. Try and get a nice tight curl that really kind of expresses wind and movement. Okay, then a couple of big circles. It's always fun to mix a few stitches together. You know, no one says you can only use just one. Yeah, we're working on the scrappy red quilt again on Sunday. I'm going to try and make a little bit of progress on it this week. so you can see it. And depending on the weather, because we've had quite a little dump of snow and are in for some more pretty much for the next like 5 days. So woohoo, fun, fun. Get our design wall going on and hang it up behind. But maybe next week. But then that's Christmas, isn't it? It is. So yeah, just fill it in. Use a complementary thread. I had gray picked out first, and I thought, you know what, I don't think I really want all that dark gray color on that beautiful blue skyy background. So I chose with the white instead, because I thought, oh, it'll show up nice on the red. It'll show nice up in every tree, you know, because of the grays and the blue, blues, I don't know where I got blue from, grays and blacks and the reds and stuff like that. So I thought it looked pretty. All right, so that's we're just filling her in, having some fun. Don't forget to check out Weekend Project, where we're going to be doing the piece together of the Christmas quilt and how we put ours together, and a little bit of how you quilt as you go. So it'd be be a fun little project. Okay, and then after that we're going to do a fox panel. But we do need to finish off our Christmas quilt. So focus, focus, focus. Sometimes I get so excited, I just want to do everything all at once. Can you imagine? Not me. Yeah, and just work around what you've just stitched out, and then travel in between the circles, or the swirl, or echo on the swirl. Get you going back in the right direction where you want to go. Do big swirls, do small swirls. You know, bounce as many times as you like. Add a little curl to it. Well, it's up to you. Okay, so that kind of just shows what we got going on, and I'll finish it up, and then we'll take pictures and put it on the webpage. So, yeah, all right. So take care, everybody. Have yourself a fantastic Wednesday, and we will see you on Saturday when we're working on the last of the Christmas tree quilt. Very excited to be putting this together. It looks really, really awesome with the variegation of the blues and my sashing and the white and everything else. Okay, thanks, everybody. 4, 3, and 4. Oh, for the third and fourth prize, I'm terribly sorry. Pop did tell me this, but like I said, in my excitement, I get, shiny object. We will contact you, so don't think you've missed out yet. So third and fourth, you still need to be, we will contact you once we've tweaked a few things on getting the fabric selections that you have available. We have 32 fabrics here. I counted it up. Munchkin took the pictures. Pop just needs to put them out for you to look at, and then we'll let you know, okay? All right? So thank you very much for all who had entered. I feel really bad for some of you that didn't win. I wish I had, endless supply of things to give you, because I'd be just giving it out like crazy. All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Big loves and hugs. Have a fantastic Wednesday, and we'll see you on the Weekend Project. Okay, bye.